So Diamond Quest is the new offline mode in MLB The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty, and I gotta say, it is very fun to play. It is so refreshing. One of my biggest critiques of MLB The Show 24 is that it has been so many years before we got a new mode, offline and online, and we got one in online too in Weekend League. But Diamond Quest is very enjoyable to play because it truly is a unique experience every time you do it. But regardless, there are some ways that you can strategize your runs to be more efficient and to increase your odds at getting these rewards and, avoiding the sweeper. I think that's what it's called. So today I'm going to be going through, how I've been doing these and, my tips for, you know, not guaranteeing because you can't really guarantee them, but, how to, be a lot more efficient in Diamond Quest. So for this video, I just want to clarify, I did the starter one and I have not done this one. I've never done it before, but I've been doing this one a couple times and that's kind of where I'm going to base my tips upon. Before we even get into it, I just want to go over something. If you are really good at this game and you can play on Legend or GOAT, even with Legend, those odds are still pretty low by just going right to it, right to the stadium win, or whatever it's called, the stadium game. The odds here are pretty low for Legend, but if you win a couple, it'll go up a little. But regardless, if you look at GOAT, if you're insane at this game, the best way to do this is to just go to the stadiums and play them on GOAT if you can handle yourself on GOAT. I've never played GOAT before. I don't know if I ever want to, but if you're really good at the game, I highly recommend just speeding through it and maybe doing a couple of the missions to get the odds up on Legend and playing on Legend if you're better on Legend. Me personally, I'm a really good player at this game. I make World Series pretty much any season I want. I'm still not good on Legend, and I've never played GOAT before. I don't feel comfortable playing Legend in MLB The Show. I'm just really bad at it. Hall of Fame, I'm really good at Hall of Fame, but I don't want to be in a situation that's so high stakes where if I lose, I get literally nothing, and if I win, I get those cards. So I don't play these on Hall of Fame. I just play them on All-Star, and I just go through the whole map, and I'm going to go through, how I do it. So we're on the lineup page. One thing I want to mention for Diamond Quest, I would not recommend trying to get stats with hitters. What I've been doing is I've been, trying to get through the team affinity grinds. I'm almost done. I almost have all 30. I think I have 4 more to go. But regardless, I've been putting hitters, like let's say for the Pirates, for example, the team affinity, their gold card is Roberto Clemente. I put him on my team and I put him lead off, but I don't like to do more than maximum 2 cards that I need to get missions with, because some of these are challenging with lower overall cards. When I have like my full God squad that I have, on the screen right now, it's pretty easy for all of them on All-Star. But regardless, if I have like 80 overall golds or something, it could make it more challenging, and you don't want to interrupt your run just to get missions with other players. For pitching, it's a different story. I use the pitchers that I need to get stuff with for team affinity every single time. It's no big difference between a diamond pitcher and a gold pitcher when you're playing on All-Star, I would say, especially in the Stadium Series. The Stadium Series, I don't know if it's series or game. I don't know the official name. The Stadium game, I'm just going to say that. I still would, like, for example, I'm working on the Braves. I would still use this Warren Spahn in the Stadium games, and I would bring in Raisel Iglesias, because I'm working on the Braves. If it gets iffy and it's close, then I'll just, bring in probably Darren O'Day or someone if I feel pretty uncomfortable about my situation, because if you lose a Stadium game, you lose all your rewards, and it was a complete waste of time, minus the XP. So you don't want to lose those. I still haven't lost one yet, thankfully, but I've come pretty close. But I would say limit yourself to 1, maybe 2 hitters in your lineup that you're trying to get, progress with, because it's going to hurt your chances and it's going to hurt your odds when they go up, because every mission you complete, the odds will go up. I'm going to get more into this in a little, but for pitchers, probably fine, as long as they're not like a silver. So looking at this map here, this little thing here is called the sweeper. So if you hit the zone sweeper, you will either forfeit, the game. You don't have to, you don't completely, like, your diamond quest isn't over if you lose, but you get pretty big losses. You lose half of your peanuts and you get a big decrease in exit velocity. But if you win, you get 5 show packs and a big increase. But this game is on Legend. I think it's on Legend. It might be on GOAT, but I think it's on Legend. It's not worth your time. But regardless, I've noticed, especially in this map, the sweeper isn't random. It always does the same path. So like when I go through this, I'm just going to forfeit every single one because I want to just go across the path to show you guys. I don't want to play through this whole thing right now. What I like to do on this map is I like to start out by, let's roll the dice real quick, and we get 3. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3 challenge. I'm just gonna forfeit for the video. When you forfeit, it does decrease. I'm just gonna forfeit. Maybe I won't just go through the whole map, and I'll just talk it through because that's kind of gonna take a while. Yeah, another challenge, but I'm just gonna forfeit this one too. So regardless, what I like to do is I like to go right, down, left, down, right, down, and then go all the way down here. When you get here, I don't go to the stadium. I save the stadiums for the end. When you get to here, then I start making my way across, go down, up, all the way through, down, up to the left stadium. So if you want to slow down the video, put it in 0.5 speed to look at that path. You could really do whatever path you want. There's no penalty for rolling the dice more, besides if you get a 1 and you get more, negative quirks or perks or whatever they're called. You can do whatever path you really want. There's just one thing to keep in mind, and that's the zone sweeper. So the zone sweeper is going to be following you, and let me walk you through a situation. So again, I'm not going to move all the way around. Let's say that blue square that I'm on right now, let's say my marker is there and the zone sweeper is right here. You're kind of screwed because if you go up or right, the zone sweeper can go down or left and get you. But here's the thing you guys need to keep in mind. The zone sweeper is an idiot. The zone sweeper is an idiot. They're just going to move in certain patterns that I've seen have been repetitive throughout every single run. Like, I'll do the same path down and it'll go the same way. So if you get stuck in a corner, stay on the outside. Like for this one, I've done this a couple times. I know what happens. The zone sweeper goes up. So regardless, you'll be fine. But try not to trap yourself in these corners and in these situations where there is a chance that the zone sweeper will get you. If you need to, go back on the spaces that you've already passed on, like, just do it. It doesn't hurt to keep rolling the dice. Now, what I was saying earlier about these stadium games. So obviously you have odds and you're not guaranteed the cards. I've had a lot of times where I've gotten all 4. I've had a few times where I've gotten 1 and it was the 85 and it was a pain because I only got 4,000 stubs for the whole thing. But regardless, when you guys are playing Diamond Quest, if you guys just focus and you beat all the missions, All-Star will be 100% for rare and around somewhere in the 80s for epic. I've done some runs where I've been, messing around and I fail like 5 or 6 missions, and it's kind of like, seriously. And when I get like 5 or 6, I think All-Star's around like low 70s and 50s for rare and epic. I've done one where I failed 2 and it was 92 and 77 or something like that. If you go through the whole thing and you fail 2 or 3, you will pretty much be guaranteed 3 cards every single time. If you only get 2, that's awful luck. But regardless, if you just do the whole map and you only mess up 1, you should probably get all 4. So just be focused on these missions and don't skip any of them because they're all super quick. And every single one that you complete, your odds increase, meaning you can relax more in these games and play on lower difficulty. Another thing too about Diamond Quest is the speed and the pace. I would say it takes me anywhere between 1 hour and an hour 15 to complete a Diamond Quest when you do the entire map and you don't skip any of the missions. Now, If you want to skip missions, you could probably get it done in 45 minutes, because each stadium game is around 10 to 15 minutes. It's a 3-inning game. So for me, when I do this, I do the whole map and I play both games. And, you know, it takes around an hour and 15. So it is a little time consuming, but, you know, I think if you speedrun, I've done speedruns and I've gotten it done in an hour while doing the whole map. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. This is my first time doing this video, of course, because Diamond Quest is so new. So, you know, leave some feedback on my suggestions and my help. If there's anything that I missed, anything that wasn't very helpful, let me know, because I thought a lot about this video, and, you know, there's a lot that goes into this mode, and I'm trying to be helpful for you guys. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. But most importantly, make sure you subscribe right here on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.